In this episode of Make Guitar Shred Again, I've got something very special. Not just for you guys, but also for me, because I've wanted one of these for a very long time. This is a Gibson Flying V. Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan. Welcome to my Pink Room of Doom, and welcome to episode 4 of Make Guitar Shred Again, the series where we take used guitars and see if we can set them up and make them shred again. There is a lesson to be had in all these videos if you watch it all the way through, but if you just want to hear what the guitar sounds like, I got you. Check the description or the pinned comment for some timestamps. You can go straight to the sound demos. I get it. We don't have all day. So like I said, this is a Gibson Faded Flying V. The faded just means that it's obviously like a satiny finish. It is still nitro. It's just very, very thin nitro. This has got the big pick guard on it, which I actually like. I didn't think I'd like that too much. But it's got 2 volume, 1 tone, 3-way switch, and I'll show you all this in just a second. You know, rosewood board. This is from 2008. So this is from an era where I think Gibson was kind of on the ball, making really good guitars. This one's no exception. Like I said, it needs a couple little tweaks. Nothing really significant. I'm not even going to change the strings on it. The strings on this are pretty much brand new. So let's go ahead, move the camera down, take a look at it, set it up, and then I'll play it. All right, so here it is, the Gibson Faded Flying V. Flying Vs have always been one of those guitars that I've loved. I do have a Jackson King V. I don't really play it a lot, but there's just something about that one that's not a Flying V, if that makes sense. I guess if you know, you know, but this is one of those guitars I've always kind of lusted after, and for the price, man, I couldn't pass it up. So this one plays particularly well. It does have a little bit of a quirk to it, but nothing we can't fix with a setup, right? That's the whole point of these videos. So the neck is pretty straight. It's got a little bit of a bow right in here. I'm not noticing any buzzing kind of up here, but beyond the 12th, especially on the higher strings, kind of on the middle strings here, I am noticing a bit of fret buzz. So we're going to adjust the bridge a little bit. The pickups, specifically the bridge pickup, is kind of low, so we'll raise that. The pots are a little scratchy. I got some deoxit. I can clean those out. And then this feels like it's a little loose, but I don't think so. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. I'm probably going to leave the toggle switch alone. So the pots are dirty. We need to clean that up. We need to raise this pickup, and we need to raise the action a little bit. Before we do anything, let's tune it up. So we are in tune. I have it in drop D because I'm a drop tune fiend. Pretty much everything I have is either set up or tuned to a drop tuning. So drop D is what we're going to put this one in for now. That could change. The strings on this are like brand new. I'm not even gonna change the strings. I have no idea what brand they are either. They're Ernie Ball. They're all gold balls back here. They're Ernie Ball strings, which is fine. I like Ernie Ball strings. I prefer Diodario, or D'Addario, however you want to say it. I've seen the post where they put on there how you pronounce it. I can't ever remember, but you know what I'm talking about. So here we go. Ernie Ball strings. It's in tune. Let's see if it's still buzzing a little bit. You really should check this in the playing position, but just to show you, here it is. It is buzzing just ever so slightly on these higher strings. Middle string is kind of buzzing. Let me check it in the playing position real quick. Okay, so yes, so it looks like really the whole bridge could come up. The action feels pretty good down here, but obviously it needs to come up just a little bit, which is fine. The only problem that I have with that, and I've never seen this before, so anyone that's more of a Gibson aficionado than I am, please fill me in. The tops of the posts on the bridge here don't have Allen keys holes or like slots. They're just filled in parts, so you have no choice but to use the thumb wheels down here, the thumb screws, whatever you want to call them, which I've always hated using these because I can't turn them. So to call them thumb screws where everybody's just like, oh, you can just do this, that doesn't work. So I'm probably going to have to get some kind of something to grip this and adjust it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, we have 2 options. We can either go with some vice grips or we can go with an adjustable wrench. I'm pretty extra, so I would probably say I'd go with the vice grips, but I think the adjustable wrench might get the job done. So we're gonna adjust it. And if this is a cardinal sin to anybody watching this, I'm so sorry, but I'm doing what I can. If you have a suggestion on how to adjust these without taking the strings off, please let me know. I guess I could always loosen the strings and then raise it up maybe. In fact, let's try that. Okay, so the strings are loosened. Oh yeah, that's actually Yeah, it's actually a lot better. Did I scare you? That wasn't part of the plan, I promise, but I didn't use those on there. So, all right, back in drop D here. So, let me put it back in the playing position and see how it feels now. All right, so I think we're almost there. I think we still need to raise this up a little bit, but I don't think I'll really need to loosen the strings for that. Got a little bit of movement on there. We may actually have a high fret somewhere on here, so let's check that. Because I've sorted out the higher strings, but now these middle strings are kind of, you know, especially right here on the G string. Now to check that, we're going to use a fret rocker. So if you never used one of these before, you literally just set them on 3 frets and it's like this and just kind of go like that. And if it rocks, that means you have a high fret. It's the one that's in the middle. So since we're kind of down here by the 15th, we're going to use, I believe it's this side. So we're using the top side here, if you can see that. And we're just going to check and see. No, there are no high frets. No high frets. That's a good thing. That means we don't have to do any fret work on it. So I guess we just have to keep adjusting this. So I did loosen the strings again. I did raise the bridge a little bit. If anything, this is just showing you that even the simplest adjustment can take, 10 minutes, right? So I'm put it back in the playing position and see if that buzz on those middle strings are gone. All right, so it's almost gone. There's like a slight buzz, but it's not really noticeable. So that's fine with me. That works. Okay, so finally we can move on to address the second part. You can adjust this tailpiece too, by the way. In fact, I think I might actually, and if you do that, just retune. All right, so that's done. The tailpiece is finally done. So next part, this will be a lot easier, I promise. We're just going to raise the pickups a little bit. Specifically this bridge pickup, it is a little low. You may or may not be able to see just how low it is compared to the neck pickup there. The neck pickup looks like it's, well, the neck pickup actually looks like it could probably come up just slightly, but I think I'm going to keep it where it's at. I like how it is where it's at. So we're just going to go ahead and twist-a-roo. All you do to raise humbucker pickups, by the way, are these little 2 screws on the side here. There's some springs underneath there. You just tighten them, just like you're screwing them in, and that will raise the pickup. Now, you don't want the pickup so high that it's almost touching the strings, because you don't want, unless you want super duper duper high output, it will distort your tone. So there we go. I actually like that. I think that's probably pretty good. All right, so I think the pickup height where it's at now is good. Let's go ahead and address these pots now. I'm going to show you what a scratchy pot sounds like, so in case you don't know, and then I'm going to show you obviously how to fix it. So I am going to use a cable because, I want to get the highest quality scratchiness out to you guys, because if I use a wireless system, the world might implode because they suck tone out of whatever. So handy dandy Black Star Fly 3 here, so you can hear the electronics work. It's not really in tune, but if we go to turn it down on the bridge pickup, you kind of hear that scratchiness. Same thing with the neck. Oh, well, the neck is fine now, I guess. I think the tone knob did it though, so let's switch back to the bridge. Yeah, the tone knob is where it's bad. So this one's going to be a little bit more complicated to do because of the pick guard. So if this was like a Strat, I'm sorry, not a Strat, a Les Paul or something, where it just had a cover on the back here. See, this one does not have a cavity cover on the back. You would just take that off and spray some stuff down in there. But because this is complicated, we're going to have to unscrew all of these little screws here and take this whole pick guard up. We don't have to take it really off. We just have to take this part up. So I guess let's get to work. Something I just noticed. This screw right here was put in there crooked. So I hope nobody's been under here. We'll have to see. That's a little concerning. All of this just for these pots. That's love and dedication, folks. All right, so we're going to see if we can just kind of flip this up enough, or if I can gain access enough without having to take everything off. Yeah, okay. I should be able to get up under there and do what I need to do. So here's what we're going to do. To fix scratchy pots, you need to use a contact cleaner. I highly recommend something like Deoxit. This is a brand new case that I just got. I actually got this from Sweetwater. I got that for free because my Kramer hot dogger has a problem with the one pot that it has on there. And they said, hey, try some of this contact cleaner and see if that works. And I was like, cool, I'll take it. So thank you, Sweetwater. Appreciate that. But a can of this stuff right here will last you a lifetime. Why? Well, even as a repair tech or something like that, you know that you only need a spritz of this thing. I mean, it's literally like you go, and that's all you need to fix a pot. Do you guys want to know my luck? The straw that came with this particular can of Deoxit is too small. It does not. Why? So if that's the case and you need something else, you can also get some WD-40 Specialist contact cleaner. So because this is going to be kind of complicated to get in here, I'm just going to show you guys how you would do this, okay? So I have this pot here. This is a brand new pot, but either way. So when you get up under there or you expose your pot, or if you're cleaning it while it's outside, you're looking for the little slot right here where the connector posts are. And you're literally going to take your spray and you're just going to kind of put the straw down in there like that. And like I said, you just go, I mean, it's literally that much. And then you just work the post back and forth, or the knob or whatever. Just work that stuff in there, and that will clean out your pots and keep them from being scratchy. Okay, so we got the bridge pot and the tone pot here, the culprits that were scratchy before. I didn't touch the neck pickup one because it wasn't scratching or whatever. So you'll notice too that the pots spin more freely, probably because you're breaking up all that gunk that's stuck in there. So let's go ahead and plug it back in real quick and see if we got rid of that scratchiness. Note that I'm doing this before I put all those screws back in there. All right. So we don't get a bunch of feedback. So I'm on the bridge pickup, and you hear it's gone. Now let's turn it back up and go to the tone. All of that scratchiness is gone. It's really that simple. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and put these 1 3/4 screws back into our pick guard. So that's pretty much it, folks. That's all it really needed. Let's plug it in and see what it sounds like. All right, so here it is, all set up and ready to go. I didn't really clean it up, so I can't say set up, cleaned up, ready to go. But it's set up and ready to go. The Gibson Flying V Faded, right? So let's go ahead and see just real quick what it sounds like. I'm probably going to do a full video with a demo and everything. This is just kind of to check everything. So let's start some clean on the bridge. Nice middle position. Cool. Neck position. Sounds good. So far it's playing well too. That's why I'm kind of just noodling. I'm just kind of feeling it to see how it sounds and everything. Let's throw a little bit of distortion on there. Back at the bridge pickup. Wow, yeah, that bridge. I know I didn't do like a before and after, but that bridge was so low I couldn't even hit harmonics and get anything to resonate. That's really nice. Which, let that be a lesson to you. If you think your pickups are bad, try raising them. Just try raising them up. And you would honestly be surprised. And that goes for single coils, P90s, humbuckers, the whole thing. arm. That's the middle position, by the way. And that's the neck. I would say that those little adjustments definitely made this thing shred again. So there we go, guys. We successfully made the Gibson Faded Flying V shred again. I will do a full video demo review of this thing. That will come, so please make sure you subscribe, hit the bell notification, all the good YouTube stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.